guys, Chokester here, bringing another episode of FTB Presents Direwolf20. We are up to episode 12 already, and I'm feeling kind of green. Come on, Piggy. We have our Emeradic armor on, but I've been busy. So let me get up here and show you. I've made some paths. I have wired this all up. I put in a little bit of powered lanterns, and these guys are the unpowered lanterns. They don't seem to put out any light, though. I thought they did. In 1.7 they did. So I don't know. I'm going to have to check those out. But I, just made a little path and cleaned this up. And you guys noticed that I hadn't powered it. I just ran out of time. I saw this as I was doing the conduits. I was like, oh yeah, I got to power those. I got to remember. But I got to run power all the way over here. And so I wanted to do this path and make it look all pretty. So I've done some terraforming over here and leveled it out and, just kind of made it a little bit prettier. So what we can do now is we can take a look at this. And I've already got a whole bunch of steel, which is great because that's going to be a project I want to do in the future. But let me just show you this real quick. I got to grab some iron. I dropped it off. It's right here. So let's go grab that. And if you recall, I have these guys here have they had coal in there, and all I have to do now is as I just dump my coal in here, it feeds into here, it produces my coal coke, which then comes over here and feeds into here, and it will automatically keep this stocked. And then if I were to put iron in here, then it just automatically fills up here and it starts cranking. Now these guys here, you can see they have 7995 out of 8,000 IF, effectively 1-to-1 ratio of RF, so they're full. Seems to be going a little bit faster. I swear that it was in what do you call it? In 1.7, sorry. So in 1.7.10, it was a lot faster, and because of these blast furnaces. So I don't know, or the preheaters, I should say. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay, right? I mean, obviously, any speed increase I can do, I want to. But we have tons and tons of steel at our disposal, which is great. Well, why you might notice that it looks a little bit different. Normally, I have my my brightness all up, and I have been kind of looking down a little bit because I've been busy. I normally have my brightness way up, and I have my brightness turned down to moody now. I do like the look of it. It's kind of nice. It's tough when mining through caves, obviously, but it's a gorgeous look, I think. But that's because I've been working on relocating my nether portal, and I have made this. Yeah, so this is my ode to, hey guy, you want to come out and see? Yeah, he doesn't know what to do. This is my I looked online for some really cool nether portal designs, and this was one that I thought was just very epic. So I've been working at this for many hours, and then I had a good time and lost it all. I don't know how. It was some weird thing where the level itself wasn't saved, but all of my inventory. So as you see, I now have 2 bags. I have my shears out. All of this was preserved. I shut down the server, I restarted it, and all the land that I had done, all the terraforming, the ground here, this whole thing, this is its 2nd generation. I think it looks a little bit better than the first time I made it, but none of it was saved, and I don't know why. So I'm a little scared of that, and so I have to worry about that. So I wanted to at least get it on camera and show you guys. Yeah, and nothing's inside, right? It's just purely aesthetic. I lit it up a little bit, and that's about it. Slide it up right here, and okay. So anyway, just some fun building off camera. Okay, let's talk about, one other thing you would have noticed if you were paying attention. In here, I have this drum. Well, this stopped. When this filled up with creosote oil, it stopped because this drum was filled completely. And that was okay, right? So I just created a new drum, swapped it out, and so this guy is completely full of 256 buckets. Plus this guy has 118 buckets, plus this guy has 16 buckets. I have a lot of creosote oil. And we're probably going to need that for today's episode, but we have plenty. So I want to go in here and talk about what we have been doing. Let's drop some of these things off. That doesn't go in there. So we have been making, well, obviously we're doing a lot of terraforming, but I made this, the mining backpack, and I made another storage because I was really noticing that, where'd my, I think it's in here. Or maybe I just vehemently trashed it. My golden bag of holding is yeah, I don't see where I put it. I might have just vehemently said, you know what, screw this, I'm done. It could be in here. I can't remember. But my golden bag of holding was periodically losing things. And so I had mentioned that in a previous episode. I gave up. I said I want one of these guys. And the iron bag, the gold bag, the diamond bag. The diamond bag was the only one that was any larger than the golden bag holding, but I needed a way to differentiate between the two. Yes, I can rename them. This one's called storage, all caps, and this one's called mining backpack, but I wanted to visually be able to quickly grab which one I need, because oftentimes it's in my inventory like this, and I open it up and I say I need to grab which one. Well, I was able to put this on here, and if we look at the, let's call it iron backpacks, if we look in here, there's one called, let's see, which one was it? Hold on, give me a second. It was called the damage bar. It was the damage bar upgrade. Pretty simple to make. It's just a bunch of bolts and string, and so you put that damage bar on there, and then it shows you how full it is. And so I added it to my mining backpack because that makes the most sense. And so, as it fills up, I can see visually, what's been collected in here and know when to dump it. And so, yeah, I put that on there, and now I can visually see which one is storage, which one's mining. Even though we don't have the ability to color, which I would really like. Other backpacks, as you can see, we have the ability to change colors. Well, these also change different, different functions, right? Building versus woven versus hunting versus foresting versus mining. Sorry, not woven, but digging, mining, and so on, right? Hunting, adventuring, and building, right? So those have different functions, but other backpack mods also give you the ability to change color for different functions. We don't have that here, so anyway, okay. So today you saw, if you were astute, you saw that I wanted to do a fishing net because I want to see what kind of fun stuff we get from the ocean. Well, this requires an empowered emeradic crystal. Well, how do we do that? We're going to need a bunch of stuff like an oak sapling, a slime ball, a lime dye, and grass. Now, I don't see this rotating here, so I don't think we can change. Oh, yeah, we can. Good. So we can change any slime ball. So we're going to need grass and some lime dye. Well, the lime dye is cactus green. Well, we just so happen to have gotten cactus, right? Yes, right there. So that's good. So we'll make one of these, because I only need one fishing rod, and we've got to cook that up. And the other thing, while that's cooking, is I need to go up here, and I need to grab some grass with our, yes, there we go. All right, we'll grab that. And I also don't hear that nether portal sound over here. All right, so we grab that, we need a slime ball, which we should have plenty. And we also have the green one, but I have more blue, so I wanted to use that. And then the last thing was, pardon me while I remember, oh yeah, oak sapling, which in theory it could be others. I don't care enough to look up. We should have oak saplings and plenty of them. So let's grab that and let's go empower. Oh, I guess I need an emeradic, which I've been getting these periodically for in dungeon chests, mostly in nether chests, because I've done a lot of exploring around in the nether, and I think I can, so it's like the deep dark nether, yeah. So I found 1, 2, 3, 4 different nether fortresses so far, so which is really cool, now that I have creative flight. Okay, so we're going to need this in one, this in one. Let's move those other two down here. This in one, and this in one. Let's put the emeradic crystal in the center. Yay? Nay? You don't like me. You don't like me. Let's take a look at the recipe one more time. Now, we did go to the blue one, so let's make sure. Okay, bios of plenty. Yeah, screwed me. Looks like damp grass is not or dictionaried with regular grass. So I had to go get regular grass. It's that silty sand, silty dirt that stuff grows on. So there we go. All right, let's go back upstairs and let's grab our string. We're gonna need a few more. I think there was 4, but I forgot. I think it was wrapped all around. Yeah, it is. Good. Grab the right amount. Okay, fishing net. We're also going to need a chest. We'll grab a small chest for right now. It's not like this is going to be producing like crazy, but all we have to do is come over here. Let's do it, not too far away. Maybe we'll put it right here. You know what? Right here would be a lot of fun. Let's put it right there. And then we can put, actually, you know what? I wanted to see, can I put it 1 block higher? Which I don't think. Let me just give me a. Yeah, I want that. Let me. Oh, it went into my bag and good times. Hadn't thought of that. Oh my goodness. Okay, give me one of these. Give me a piece of sand. There we go. My the reason what it is my bag is set to destroy all dirt. And so without removing that, I want to just see, can I put that on top? I know. There we go. I want to see if this works. All right, so let's do that, and then we'll put that on top, and we'll give that a moment. And let me remove this. I want to put the chest that way, so it's facing this way. Okay, so yeah, let's give this a go and see if it actually works sitting on top. I know it works down below, but it's just a test, right? So that, over time, will start giving us fun, exciting stuff, because eventually I want to get into, I don't want the stamp grass. That has caused me not a lot of time, but okay, there's that, and eggs, sure. Okay, because over time I want to get into the disenchanter from actually additions. Well, we have nothing to disenchant, right? We have gotten absolutely nothing enchanted. Absolutely nothing. Any of this stuff that's here other than a book, and of course that's what we want to put it on, is a book, we have nothing. So this pack is a lot different than the Infinite Choices pack I'm doing, and that's okay, right? Not a problem. It's just we want to have something to disenchant, so I'm hoping to get some cool stuff off of the fishing rods or some other things that come out of the sea. Okay, the next thing we want to do is, we've made watermills. We next want to do the wind power, right? So that's called windmills. There we go. And so the windmills, we have a basic windmill pattern, and it's fairly inexpensive. It's very straightforward. There's 4 of these guys, which is just a little bit of this treated wood and a piece of iron. But we want to go with the improved windmill, which is great, because that's just one of these windmill blades. But then we need this tough fabric, we need this industrial hemp fiber, and that makes 1 blade, so that we can make we need 8 of these plus steel. So it's a lot more in depth than the original one. But it's just crafting. So we have a bunch of hemp fiber here. Don't know if this is going to be enough. I'll start crafting off camera and just see how we fare. And if so, I'll plant some more and wait for that to grow. Not a problem. The other thing we're going to need is, and you see that I already have 4 of these from these chests, right? These chests that we've got, and I've taken everything out, loaded them in here. So I got aluminum rods, and I got some of these treated wood stuff. I got steel rods, a lot of stuff that came in those chests, but I've emptied them out, and I've also gotten 4 of these tough fabrics, which is great because that makes 1 of these here. And that means I am 1/7 of the way through. So let me get cranking on this, and I'll let you know how I fare and where we come back, or when we come back. P.S. Why deal with buckets that don't stack when you can deal with forestry cans that do? So all I have to do is just take a stack, or however many cans I want, which stack just like a bucket does, but you load them up into the cans, and it stacks and loads all this creosote oil into a ton of these, and you can use them as needed. So good stuff. All right, just want to show you that. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I think I have everything we need. I have built a nice big structure here. Looks pretty cool. And let me just hop up here, and we will see what we have done. We have so far so I just made steel scaffolding. That's pretty straightforward. I grabbed all that steel out of that chest right there. And turned some of that into steel rod to make the steel scaffolding very simple. It's actually much cheaper. I was going to make the steel fence. So if we look at the steel fence is 3 of them for 4 ingots plus 2 rods, and the scaffolding is only 3 steel, 3 rods, but you get 6 of them. So it's like, hey, that's a lot cheaper. So let's do that instead. So I made this really cool structure. It wasn't too bad. It was a stack or 2, right? It's no big deal. And so I made 2 of these kinetic dynamos. You've already seen how to make those. Pretty straightforward, just a bunch of copper wires. And so we are going to put those, and of course, let me show you this here, right? Did 8 of those, I made 2 of them. Okay, so let's get this set up quickly. Remember, you have to be facing the direction. Okay, and then all we have to do is just pop that on. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. The higher up you go, the more they give you, the more energy it gives you. So I didn't go too far up because we still got to wire this up. Now I could do the ultra fun power cells, right? If we look at the power cell, fairly inexpensive. It's not too bad. Not too bad. An emerald, diamond, and of course prismarine. But we have ways of doing that. Black redstone. Machine frame, very, very, very nice way to remotely power it. But no, we're going to do it the fun way. So we need these guys on here. Now I have to pull them out. So what I'm going to do is I've made myself another capacitor here, and we'll pop that down right there just so we can see. Now we have to bring it in here, right? So we can test this out here just to see how much we're making. And it looks like we are making, maybe it's a little bit easier to see, 25 RF per tick. So there we go. Now the problem is that we can't hook both of these up together. Well, it's not really a problem. I just, just assume that both of them are double. Now if I wanted to, I did bring I brought my shears with me. Now if you want to just take off the wire, you can just right click with that and it takes off the wire alone. Then I can re-add it back. And you can see here, yeah, 25 for that one as well. So in theory, we could bring this up and it might produce a little bit more. I think maybe 33 max. I was min-maxing in my 1.7 pack with this, but I really don't care that much. So it's not really that big a deal. Okay, so now, but by the way, one last thing. Immersive. There are capacitors here. These LV, MV, and HV capacitors. So if you want to keep it in the pack, right, you could use these as well. And I don't know if they actually tell us, they're not too bad to make, right? It's just treated wood planks, which is different than the treated wood. So you have to take the treated wood and turn it into slabs, and then that turns it into planks, right? So beware of that. So they have different levels. This one then uses a block instead, and the HV is a block of this. So pretty inexpensive, and they hold increasing amounts of capacity. So yeah, I could do that, and that might be something we do. But what I want to do is I just want to get our power down. So let me, we're done with those. Now we need to use the relays. Remember, the connectors are what pull in and put out the power. But this is how we're going to connect in. So I need to get power. Let's say we do something. Let's see if we can do it right here. All right. I would like to be able to pull it from right here down to here. Nope, it's obstructed. That's okay. We'll move it out one, and let's see if that'll work. So we'll do it right here. And let's try that. From here to here. Good. And here to here. Good, 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 good. So then it's roughly 16 down. So I'm going to go about right there. Let's see if that one's enough. We'll try it. I'm really not that worried about getting it as close as I can. So let's mark it here. We'll add another one down here. And maybe like right here. And sure enough, good, good, good. Okay, so now the other thing is you can place these on a lot of, eventually I have to get over to this infrastructure here, but you can place these on various things. But what if you wanted to spice it up? So I made some of these guys, the wall mounts. It's again one of these rods with some of these steel rods, and you get 4 of them. So I made some, and we could do all kinds of fun stuff. We could put one right here like this. We could put it like this and have it up top. So it's able to be fashioned in multiple ways. We could even, let's get that out of our face. We could put it here, and I don't know if we can rotate. Let's try to rotate. Let us see. Yes, we can. Except for that's not quite how I would expect it to rotate. Let's see what if that actually goes on the end. Yeah, I guess it does. Huh. Yeah. Now, if I look at it a different way, can I? No. Interesting. That only rotates like that. So anyway, so you get the point, right? And I think I want to come right here. I do want to come right there, just like that. And so we'll bring it on over here, because if I come right here, you know, I run the risk of I'm not able to connect into right here. Now, I can actually make a second bracket coming off of here just by hitting this with the wrench, just like I did over here. Now, there's some rendering issues. Let me show you that real quick. So if I do that, see how things kind of disappear, and it's really there, but yeah, it's just a little weird. So I know that I think there's a newer version of Immersive Engineering that might fix some of these rendering issues, but I know Blue's been wrestling with it for quite some time, getting it to render properly. At least he's fixed some of the black wiring, so he's done a pretty good job. So that's our solution. Now we have just tied in 50 more RF per tick into our little infrastructure here, which then feeds into our capacitor bank, which then feeds down. I haven't shown you this, but the astute of you have seen I've been working on bringing us more room back in here. Let's make sure nothing spawns back here, just in case. But I need more room, right? So I'm expanding. So yeah, I come down through the wall. So in case you wondered, you can't connect these through a wall, but if you remove through the block, if you remove the block, make the connection, and then put the block back, it works just fine. So I can't break this for right now. Well, maybe I can, but let's try it. Oh yeah, I knew it. Oh well. Excuse me. I'll fix that here in a minute. So anyway, we are out of time, sadly. Sadly, we are out of time. So let's get in our little spot here. No, let's go outside. Let's do it way up top. And don't fly through the blades. You'll die. You will. I mean, it'll just chop you up and... Oh, no, just kidding. It doesn't. Okay, guys. Well, let's say goodbye here at the top of the world. And right at the top of the parapet, peak at the very peak of the top, and oh, it's so wonderful. Okay, guys, well, I gotta sign off, so I will bid you adieu. And if you enjoyed the episode, learned some new things, leave a like down at the bottom, right down there. And if you're new to this series, please subscribe. I am building my channel, and I appreciate all the subscriptions I can get. So much thanks. You guys have been great with comments, so please keep that up, and hope you're having a great time like I am. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.